Hello, boss. How are you?
Hello, mister.
Good
How are
to
you?
see you. You well?
Yeah, I'm good.
How was your summer?
Summer was good. I was relaxed in the beginning, some traveling, but we actually like London, so we were here for a while as well. We don't, we was 10 days in Sweden, of course, but no, we were quite much here.
You stayed in London even though the weather was this dreadful. I mean, it's nice now, but it was abysmal.
I went to Cornwall.
Oh, you did well.
Yeah.
Cornwall's nice.
But it was raining actually. So.
And you got to Uganda as well.
I went to Uganda. It's the first time since COVID, and I brought a lot of football boots from the girls, and they were so happy to get new equipment and everything.
Can you tell me a little bit more about that? Such a wonderful project that you do, Robert. Take me sort of...
Yeah, I mean, it's like, I'm a teacher from the beginning, so when we uni courses, we went to Uganda for 3 weeks. I met so many nice people over there and principals, and then we like, yeah, let's start an academy at this school at the countryside. They don't really have water or anything. It's like, so when you come there and you give them the equipment they need, because the pitch is basically like this, it's so hard.
Right.
They need equipment, and then when you do that so easily with the network I have, it's kind of easy to drive that project because you feel like you're supporting so many people and bring joy through football.
And then we get you back to England and you run straight on into pre-season.
Yeah.
How was it? It looks from, because we obviously haven't seen the games because it's been behind closed doors.
Yeah.
All I've seen is the results. On paper, it looks
Looks
like
good,
a
right?
wonderfully successful pre-season. How have the games been?
Great performances, some really good results in there as well. But mainly the whole team, the whole squad have got minutes, and everybody's delivering so good football, and I feel like we are ready for the league and to compete this season.
Is there anything changed for you in terms of philosophy? Is there anything changed in terms of style of play or things that you want to try and do on the pitch?
I think when I signed for Tottenham, I was knowing what they wanted me to do, but now when I realized that they really want to have this identity, how to play, and they really want to have the trophies and the wins, I think the details this season is going to be to show the fans that, wow, what a football they can play. Wow, the players are so technically, and wow, they score so many goals, but also to make sure we win more games. So I really want to feel like the fans see the progress to try to reach the trophies, right? Because we don't want to be the team that play really nice football but loses all the time. We want to make sure we win through the way we play, and I mean, winning is always the aim, but we should do it in our way.
Tell me about your transfer window then. How do you feel we got on? Tell us about the players that you've signed and what they bring.
I mean, if we start from the back with Kathleen in the goal, we needed to find somebody who can compete with Beck and Eleanor, who are taking steps. So I think she was a good supplement because she was already in the city. I knew her; she played in Sweden before, so it's a great goalkeeper who can save balls basically. Claire Hunt, strong. Box defending, set pieces, but also good with the ball. And then the last thing with her is she's a great character, a really mature player who can dictate the game for us. Ella Morris, young, upcoming player that also have a good season in the championship. Great references on her as well, and I think she have the best fitness in the team, I would say.
Wow.
If you move up to Maite, it's like so technical, midfielder, can play the through balls, can use both feet, can always be dominant on the ball. Anna Chicki is a player I had in Häcken, one of the best players I had there before she got an injury, so she's kind of a diamond with people that probably doesn't know how good she is. Great right wing with the left foot coming in and can score goals from any angles basically. Hayley Rasso, I think everybody knows what Hayley Rasso, but the main thing is that when you can bring that kind of player here, she's a superstar. She's still a very talented player because she haven't played too much the last years in Real Madrid and Man City, so I think she can kind of show that how good she is when she gives the trust here. So great signings, well-planned signings, just because we need those key characters and players.
When you watch on from the sidelines, it seems like it's a wonderful group and a really, really nice group of people as well.
Yeah, I think it's like, that's the main thing in my leadership, to make sure we try to build a togetherness with the whole squad, with all the staff members. We need to make sure everybody feel like you're a part of it, because when you do that, you can start putting demands on each other, and then you can actually reach to the level we want to do. And when you see the players, how they take care of each other, how they hang out, how they speak to each other, how they take care of the new players. So even if it's a new player coming in competing on your position, you can actually tell that they're actually giving like high fives to them and supporting them anyway. And I just love that, because it's so much more fun to come to work as well, right? But we had a great pre-season. We are 1 year older as a squad, and I feel like we have everything that we need, and the preseason was good enough to make sure we know that we're going to look good on Sunday.
Can you feel that looking around the group? Can you see there's a year in the group? Can you see everyone is in that place that is 12 months further on?
Yeah. Because we now speak about details instead of ground stuff. It's like in the beginning you speak about these big things like we need to show passion, we need to be present, we need to work. But now we're into details about relations, how we can make this overlap happen, what happens when we do this rotation and so on. So it takes a year before you can go into these details. And they are there now, and they actually put high demands. So after the games in the preseason, we won some really good games. No one is happy when they have the feedback 2 days after. It's kind of, no, we were not good in this phase. So they want more all the time, and I feel like that's a really good group thing, that they're actually not happy even if you win a game. So we always look for development.
Take me into the details then for this weekend. You must have a lot of headaches for your first team selection. Is that a tough one?
I mean, I told the squad this morning that this is the best week of the year, and it's also one of the worst weeks in the year, because you work so hard, long preseason, everybody's so good and fight, and it's like a honeymoon because everybody's kind of happy, everybody plays. And finally we're going to start, and then 11 players will be happy and 14 players will be, what? I'm not playing the first game, and then the emotions comes and everything. So, you know, the squad is so strong this season, we have so good competition. So for me it's very important to make sure that it's not the end of the world if you don't start the first game, because it's a long season, you're a part of it, but also make sure that this is football. The professional environment is the best 11 for winning this game is starting, and you need to accept that. That's my job to decide that.
How are the squad looking in general? Is there any other injuries that are concerning you at the moment? Obviously we've got terrible news about Kit. So
yeah,
sad.
I mean that's a really, really big bad thing about the preseason, because she came back, she looked so good in the training, and she's an amazing character as well. So I just feel for her. But then also, of course, we're going to miss her a lot. Then we have Shuang Wang has a smaller injury with her foot, so she will be gone for a few more weeks. Ella Morris had a small injury after Feyenoord game, so she will probably miss this game, but hopefully be back next week. And then Amy James Turner got a concussion 1.5 weeks ago, and the new protocol makes her not available this weekend, but hopefully next week.
And very finally, Robert, as you kind of go into the first weekend of the season, do you get the same sort of excited, nervous feeling starting a new campaign, or are you a little bit more kind of calm and placid now?
I think last season the first game was, where are we? How do I handle this? And then we had we survived the first game, but we actually did a good first game. I think now I'm more calm that we're going to look good, but I also need to make sure I can handle pressure. So if we lose the first game or if we have a bad performance, I need to be very sharp and not too emotional. I feel like I'm ready for this next step with this squad, but I'm also learning every day. So you know, I'm a big fan of, I can do mistakes as well. We can do mistakes and then we take it from there. So I'm trying to convince myself that I'm ready for this, and I actually am, because I feel like we are in a good spot with the squad, with myself and my life here in England as well. So I'm so much looking forward to the first game.
We're really, really excited for you, and I'm sure it promises to be a wonderful season off the back of what was a great campaign last year as well. So we wish you the very best of luck, and thank you so much for coming for a walk with us. What a pleasure.
What a walk.